Now I should be coming up on a stop sign, then I take a right? A left, okay. All right. My name is Gary Waite. I'm a private investigator from the state of Wisconsin. I'm a former U.S. Marine. I'm also a former law enforcement officer for nearly 9 years. After 2 foreclosures, I understood what their game plan was. It was capture and steal the equity of the homes. Bob and Stacy Schmidt are victims of mortgage servicing fraud. So was I. I intend to stay here and be a witness to whatever the deputies may do here at this house. Hey Bob, how are you? Good seeing you.
No matter what I did, I couldn't satisfy. No matter what we did, making 10 and a half payments in 7 months and getting current. And then they held the last 2 payments, made it a 3-payment default, sent us our payments later, sent our payments back later, and foreclosed. They have unlimited pocketbooks. They pay the attorneys to delay install. I mean, that's just their game. They hope to wear us out. They told us that they would be here tomorrow, Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning. And if we weren't out of here, that they were going to drag me off to jail and forcibly remove us.
Lots of folks back east, they say, is leaving home every day and beating a hot old dusty way to the California line. Across the desert sands they roll, trying to get out.
Mrs. Ivy, you must realize that a government foreclosure is a legal act. This little show you people put on here this morning isn't going to stop the wheel from turning. All I have to do is get a court order to have your machinery transported to another county for a legitimate auction. And that's exactly what we're going to do, Mrs. Ivy. And there's no way to stop it.
Mister, you can take our equipment. Tomorrow you can come out here and you can haul off all our stock. But when you come out to pull us off this land, you better come with more than a piece of paper. Because we're staying! We're staying right here!
Restructure loans! Save our homes! 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 Restructure loans! Save our homes!
But what we should remember here today is that a house is bricks and wood and windows and doors. A home is where you raise your family. A home is where you lay your head at night. A home is where you come in out of the cold to be warm. A home is where you nurture your children. A home is where you heal the sick. A home is where you comfort the elderly. A home is the basis of our very existence.
Well, basically my house is in a bit of an uproar because that's the way we've been living lately. We intended this summer to paint the kitchen, paint this building, possibly redo some things. We completely gutted this house. It was a total wreck. And we put it back together, basically. My husband did all this work, new floors, everything in the dining room you see. He did. In the living room here, you can see the fireplace. He did all that work. And unfortunately, my husband died of lung cancer on April 27th. Things change in a person's life. Business wasn't the best. My husband was making probably less. And we were just kind of spiraling down, and our mortgage didn't get paid. We're from here. He lived down the street probably 2 miles, and I probably lived 3 miles the other way. So we're from here. This is home. This is it. But there's a lot of heart and soul in this house. and it's really hard to leave it.
The idea of home ownership was as much a piece of the American dream as motherhood and apple pie and the girl next door. Home ownership became almost a divine right, as it were, for the American population.
Here is the Simmons loan commitment for your signature.
Oh, yes. Well, this means a pretty little ranch house for those kids out on Clover Road.
I'm glad. They're such a nice young couple.
As nice as they come.
In the old days, they would go to their local banker, community banker. He or she would know them. They're a member of the community. He would also know the property that they were buying. They would have a relationship. The way the mortgage lending process works now, think of it as an assembly line where you're creating a loan. You have the money that's necessary for the loan that's going to the borrower. That money comes from Wall Street, and Wall Street gets that money from investors. So all along the way, it's a different party. The borrower gets the money from the mortgage lender. The mortgage lender gets the money from Wall Street. Wall Street gets the money from investors.
The domestic terrorists are here, and they're financial. CBAS, through its computer system called Radar, identified victims, and CBAS is primarily responsible for probably the majority of foreclosures that are occurring through the MGIC-Lytton CBAS connection. Their computer system that it identifies through the public record system people that are hit with some type of burden. They could be divorce, it could be medical, it could be something, and then compares them against the property that they own for equity to loan ratio.
So, that's it.
It really is, it seems unbelievable that something like this can happen to anybody, really. I mean, a lot of people, you know, you tell them, you try to explain what's going on, and they've never heard of any sort of thing like this, and they kind of just brush it off.
Mr. Smith, come to the door.
This door's unlocked into the laundry room. I just opened the door.
Mr. Smith, know you're home. Come to the door, please.
Sheriff's office. How come you didn't come to the door?
I've been in the bathroom, sir.
Okay.
You're being evicted from your home. You need to stand up and hang up the phone.
Sir, you're on the
I'm going to give you 2 seconds to stand up and act like a man, or I'm going to arrest you for interfering with the police officer. You understand me? Do you understand me? Yes or no?
There is no federal order. This restraining order was dismissed. It's no good.
Excuse me, Captain.
And I checked this morning.
Stand up, sir.
Ma'am, I'm
Stand
sorry,
up, sir.
she's busy.
Stand up. You're under arrest for interfering with the police officer. You understand?
All right.
385-9098. I don't know what to do. Em, what's wrong? No, what is wrong? If it's one of my kids, what's wrong? What? Oh, God!
No longer I'm going to have to do this.
Don't do it, Jimmy! Derek!
I didn't do nothing. Put your hands behind your
He
back.
didn't do anything! They arrested my son! They put my husband in the back of a cop car!
Come here, boy. You got a problem, too? You got a problem?
Don't you do it!
You are under arrest. Well, as long as I have to screw with him, you need to be quiet.
Yes.
He's fine. Hey, Jada.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe it.